Another prelim fight, this time at 170 pounds, had Killer Bee Ben Saunders taking on Joe Diesel Riggs. This fight had a crazy ending in it. There's really not much to say about the fight in its entirety, because basically what happened was Joe Diesel Riggs went for a takedown. In the course of taking Ben Saunders down, Saunders tried to grab the top of the cage wall, did not get it, but on the takedown, Riggs somehow injured his neck, and that was pretty much it for the fight. The joke on Twitter was that Ben Saunders won by rubber guard, but that Riggs just was injured, he couldn't continue. So I don't know how either fighter moves forward. It's unfortunate for Riggs. Again, local guy. He had the gunshot wound recently. It kept him out of the last fight, but it was sort of good news. He got to fight here in Phoenix, but an unfortunate ending for him. And I really don't know what to do moving forward with Ben Saunders either, because he really didn't show much. So it was just an unfortunate fight all the way around. Kudos to Ben Saunders. If he gets a win bonus, I'm sure he'll get it. Unfortunately for Joe Riggs, I don't know if this means the end of his career or it's coming near an end. It's kind of a freak injury, so I don't know what it means for him moving forward. It just left us with more questions than answers. One of the more disappointing fights of the night, no matter who you're rooting for, Drew Dober fought Jamie Varner. Jamie Varner is an immensely popular fighter in the Valley. He does a lot for the community. He's all over Twitter. He recently bought a gym in Scottsdale. So he really wanted a good showing in front of the Phoenix crowd. When last we saw him in Phoenix fighting, it was in Glendale, the final WEC show. He fought Shane Roller. Shane Roller found his neck in the first round, choked him out. Roller went to the UFC. Jamie Varner went to Titan Fighting, and it just never really sat well with him. So here was his opportunity to sort of get retribution, to sort of make all that right. He fought Drew Dober, a very beatable guy in his division, a young fighter, a good fighter, but a guy that Varner you'd think would handle. He did not. Dober found his neck as well, choked him out in the first round, and after the fight, Jamie Varner called it a career. For me, Jamie Varner will always be remembered as a guy that went in there and laid it all on the line. He's had some kind of an interesting career. A lot of different things have happened. There was the injury that he tried to fight through. There was the surprise knockout and the comeback fight when he knocked out Edson Barbosa, and all the beef between him and Donald Cerrone in the WEC. So Jamie Varner was a guy that wore his heart on his sleeve, always went out there, maybe let what the fans thought of him affect him a little bit too much, but a great fighter nonetheless, a former champion of WEC who just never quite put it together the same way in the UFC. So for me, Jamie Varner will be missed. He's obviously got some opportunities post-career in the gym in Scottsdale. So, you don't have to worry about Jamie Varner going broke or anything like that, but it was a disappointing fight in the sense that, he felt like he had to retire here in Phoenix off a loss in front of the home crowd. So, thanks for the memories, Jamie, and I hope everything for you works out in the future. All right, in closing, I just want to talk about the Phoenix area, the Valley, how they sort of showed out for the UFC. The crowd was great, super into the fights. I mean, it was a great night of fights. It was an easy card to get into, but we really showed here in the Valley that we're ready for the UFC to make us a stop that they come to every year. And again, it was a great card. It was a crazy card. A lot of nutty things happened, with the Varner retirement, and some scuffles in the crowd, and the Gadella stuff, and it was a crazy night of fighting all around. But I thought it was still a great night of fighting. We filled the U.S. Airways Center, and we showed Dana White, Lorenzo Fertitta, and the UFC brass how much we really love fighting in the Valley in the past. The UFC's been a little hesitant to come to Phoenix because we're so close to Vegas. People love going to Vegas, but a fight in Phoenix is sort of something different. We're a huge MMA community. We have a lot of gyms locally in the area, and I think everything went really, really well. It was a great card, and we hope to see the UFC back here soon.